This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Human Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. And the Trojans will put total leather and will get started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field and they'll have the ball first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after... And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short.
Get some momentum here,
Looking to move the chains. They fork him quick to the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside kid. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lost to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hayes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The toss sweep to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. The 20. Inside the... And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Troy. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in the position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Preston. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Turner. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on first down. Using his legs, it's McClure. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
He'll keep it himself. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Catch in the middle, it's Callaway. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Trojans offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Here's them to see what they do today.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Let's talk for a minute about Troy. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely. And there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He lets it fly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Pulls it in, it's Howard. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hayes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously, he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Turner. Got some room ahead of the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Green Wave! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught near the sideline, it's Higgins.
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Snagged in the middle, it's Turner. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Got the first down himself. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are trending to score. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He makes it right.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the back. Looking downfield very late in the half. Touchdown, Green Bay!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Gonna run it. It's Meadows. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you?
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Higgins. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. To the air, it's Crowder. Sets up the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down. And that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays thrown.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little space. Got enough for the first down. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On first and 10 from the 38. Looking for room. It's Gordon. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. Give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tulane! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Higgins. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes. And The quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking downfield, it's Crowder. It's complete to the right. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Trojans have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the wall. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets
Turning it on. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. He'll pull it down. Runs through the tackle. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cal. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Crowder. And they can't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Doesn't always seem like that ball is on the ground for him.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Tulane comes to the line, lots of work to do on 3rd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down, able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Trying to keep the drive alive. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Crowder. He's moving out of the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging.